My name is Gabe, and I am about to go in for Z-Lasik eye surgery. Um, so I just wanted to make a video, um, sort of documenting the process. I'll make one a little bit later on as well. Um, and I decided to get it because, well, I know a few people who got it, and uh, they are very happy with it. Uh, but I think the big decider is that my mom, of all people, got it. Um, and she isn't exactly one to go in for stuff like that. But she had a cataract removed, and I guess um, the process is sort of similar. So uh, the doctor did the cataract procedure and said, "Oh, by the way, we fixed your eyes too." She's really happy with it. So if my 60-something mother can do it, then I can do it. I'm going to Focus Laser Vision in London. Um, in I think it's Westminster. Uh, they had uh, a Groupon offer, so we'll see how smart of an idea that was. Um, but it was a good deal, and I wanted to do it anyway, so I went for it. Um, and I will. I'm headed in now. It's around 9, um, and it'll take me a while to get there. So procedures at 11, and should be back here around 1, or later than that, maybe 2. And I will make another recording then. I'm back. It is around 1:30, and everything seems to have gone well. Right now my eyes are very, very light sensitive, which I think my eyes generally are anyway, so it's probably worse than with some other folks. I'm also having a problem because my eyes are tearing and my sunglasses keep fogging up, which makes me feel even more weird. But yeah, you can see, I can see. My eyes are kind of red and unhappy right now. But I can see very well. It's not really cloudy or anything. They gave me a bunch of different drops. That one, that one, that one, and that one. I know that some of them are, I think it's a steroid to help your eyes recover. And then there's another one that's an antibiotic, and another one that's just a lubricating drop. And then this little one is my savior for right now, for probably the next few hours, because it makes you not feel anything. And it's not that my eyes are actually in pain, it's that um, they feel very light sensitive and very, it sort of feels like I'm about to sneeze all the time, which is kind of uncomfortable. Um, on the way back, for the times when I was not in a vehicle, uh, like walking around, I found it to be a lot easier to sort of keep my eyes closed for the most part, and then sort of blink a little bit to see where I was going. It was very blinky. Um, and now I am gonna take a nap. Um, I didn't get the little goggles like some of the other folks that I saw on YouTube had. I got these sort of jockstrap eye guards. That's what they look like to me, anyway, if you hold it like that. And it seemed I was a little bit disappointed by that, because I think the goggles would be probably a lot easier than taping those to my eyes in the evening. Um, so I'm gonna give that a shot and put some more drops in, and I'll let you know. I'll come back in whenever I'm done with my nap, a few hours, um, and see how everything goes. Everyone there was very nice. The procedure, I'll go into the procedure later. It was very quick. Didn't hurt at all. It was just sort of weird and alarming, I guess, is the worst that it was.
Hi again. It is what about 6 o'clock? Um, Almost 7 o'clock. Um, and I woke up from my very long nap. I'm feeling a lot better. Uh, put a bunch of drops in just now. And still kind of light sensitive, but pretty good. Um, I can see things uh, without assistance. My eyes are very, very slow feeling. Um, they just feel like they're a little drugged, I guess. Um, I don't feel that way, but my eyes do. Uh, and okay, so the actual procedure was pretty simple, pretty quick. The doctor took me in just to check my prescription one more time. Um, did that, and then they shuffled me right into the procedure room. I had to wear a little cap and things over my shoes. Um, and then um, they put you on this table with a thing over your face, um, with like the machine over your head, and it, they put a little thing in it in your eye, one eye at a time, um, which looks kind of scary because it looks just the ending scene of Clockwork Orange, um, when he's forced to watch all of the TVs. Uh, so it looks like one of those things that's in your eye, keeping it open, and then this thing lowers onto your eyeball, and that is probably the most uncomfortable part. It's putting a lot of pressure. It didn't actually put a lot of pressure on my eye. It felt like it was putting a lot of pressure on my like eye socket, like the bones around my eye, which was just a strange and uncomfortable feeling. Um, and then uh, the doctor, my doctor was Mirza, Ali Mirza, I believe. Um, and he talks you through everything. Um, they they tell you that okay, it's cutting the flap now, which I probably could have done without hearing really to think about things cutting a flap in my eyeball. Um, but I appreciate the honesty. Um, and then the pressure, the eyeball pressure thing pulls up, um, and the doctor goes in and I guess sort of flips it open. Um, and the whole time he's using these little, um, I guess they're like Q-tips, but what it really looks like, it's a very strange thing because you can see it, um, and it looks like somebody is cleaning your windshield. So he's like that the whole time. He keeps doing that, whatever that does, with the little swab, and it looks like uh, you're at a car wash. Um, and then the little laser comes down, and I think the most disturbing part out of all of it is the smell of the laser because it actually smells like eyeball barbecue. For for me, it was only about 14 seconds was the time it took, um, but the smell is really terrible. Um, it's like psychologically terrible. Um, but yeah, that's only 14 seconds. They count it down. Um, so by the time you actually start to freak out, it's over. Um, then once they're done there, they do the other eye and um, same process. Uh, Lower the thing, pressure on your eyeball or on your eye socket for like 20 seconds, and then it pulls up, and the doctor does his window washer thing. And then the other laser comes down and does its thing, and you get the eyeball barbecue smell. And then it's pretty much done. He I guess seals it over, does his window washer thing one more time. That's it. They get you up and uh, send you to a recovery room that's kind of dark, with a very well designed recliner. Directly afterwards, I had a really hard time keeping, like, opening my eyes. Um, just keeping my eyes open. I think your brain just doesn't think your eyes should be open. Uh, and with being light sensitive, but even in the recovery room where it was dark, I had that feeling of like your eyes being sort of glued shut. Um, Even though I could physically open them, I just didn't really want to. Um, and yeah, that's about it. Um, it wasn't that big of a deal. I'm going back tomorrow and probably keep adding to this. They have, for this particular place, um, you go back the day after, you go back a week after, and then a month after, and then 6 months after. And then I think they prefer a year follow up also. All right, it's the morning after, and I feel pretty much fine. My eyes feel very kind of heavy and sandpapery, uh, but I can see pretty well. I mean, just as good as I could with my contacts, I guess. Um, and I'm told that that will get better. I'm going in for my follow up appointment in a little bit, and we'll see what they say. Um, I realized I didn't say what my prescription used to be. It used to be negative 4.25 in both eyes, so that's pretty strong. Um, but they said that it was actually it was like average for what turns out the best for this particular operation. So I think it went well, and I can see. All right, so I'm back from my outing. I went to the follow up appointment, but I also wandered around for a few hours, literally just looking at stuff, um, because I can. Uh, so I went to the follow up appointment, and they said that everything was great. They were a little bit surprised that my eyes were so sensitive. Directly afterwards, they said that that is kind of uncommon, and it's sort of uncommon to feel anything at all. Um, but now I'm fine, and as of after my nap yesterday, I was pretty fine anyway. Um, and my eyes feel okay. They still feel a little bit scratchy and heavy, but I'm doing the drops and everything. And they said they checked my eyesight. It was 2020. One eye was actually a little bit better than 2020. And they said that most likely would improve over the next week or so. And I go back in a week to get tested again. So that will probably be my final uh, recording. And I will talk to you then. See you in a week. Oh, yeah, so I had my 1 week follow up at the vision clinic, and apparently my eyes are somewhere around 2016, which is awesome. Uh, I haven't had any problems. The only kind of strange thing was that uh, I was getting kind of double vision in between, in like middle vision, like stuff really far away and stuff close up were fine, but things in between, like I think I mentioned, like reading stuff off of the TV screen, um, was a little bit fuzzy, not fuzzy, but like I was seeing double a little bit. And I asked about that, and they said that that was actually fairly normal, and uh, that it was the muscles in the back of my eye um, getting used to how they need to adjust. They explain that it's really easy to adjust all the way out or all the way in, but in between it's sort of nuanced, and your muscles need to sort of retrain themselves for the in between vision. They said that that would probably go away, and actually it's improved quite a bit. It's almost totally gone by now. Um, and I have a follow up in another month, and then after that, I think they do a 6 month follow up. But they said they did the whole exam all over again, just like I did when I went for the initial consultation, um, and everything looked fine, and I recommend them highly. I think I'll post the clinic and doctor info in the about in the stuff down here. Um, I'm actually having a little bit of a problem falling asleep now. Um, we get to a certain time of night, and I said, okay, it's time to take my contacts out and go to sleep. So I would do that, and that would be like my cue to fall asleep. Um, but now there's no reason for me to do any of that. So I end up staying awake a lot later now, which I'm sure I'll get over that. Um, I'm still putting eye drops in, just the kind of lubricating drops. They said to continue that for as much as I felt like I needed it. My eyes are still a little bit dry, but for the most part, they're fine. If you're thinking about doing it, uh, I would I would recommend it if you have the cash. It is really cool, and that's about it. Good luck.